Hey everyone, my name's Christy. Welcome to my corner. Thanks for joining me today for Flossmas number 11. It is December 11th, 2022, and this is a daily video series throughout the month of December where I open up a tiny present from the Forbidden Fiber Co. Advent Calendar. I show you whatever projects I've been working on. I choose a random project out of a jar to stitch on or to work on during the day. I drink coffee, I talk about things, and we have a giveaway. So that's basically what's going to happen today. Except today I have a Happy Mail too, which is really exciting. It's fantastic Happy Mail. So I want to welcome my new friends. Thank you so much for joining me today, and welcome back to all my old friends or previous friends, long-term friends, because you're not all old. Many of you are younger than me. Anyway, if you are interested in seeing what I do during the day, you can find me in these two places on Instagram. Yeah, today I'm drinking out of my cafe mug, which is one I only have one of, so you don't see it very often. It's still hot. I just got it out of the carafe. So, all right, let's start today with Happy Mail. Denise from Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. If you're not watching Denise, you should be. She is delightful and just kind and funny. And congratulations, Denise, on becoming a travel agent. That's super exciting. She sent me some floss drops and a scissors fob. So here's the scissors fob. How beautiful is that? With a nice big lobster claw. That's beautiful. I think she sells these. I think she has an Etsy shop. I'll check. And if she does, I'll put it in the description box down below so you can check out her stuff. But she makes gorgeous stuff. But she sent me some floss drops from Clue, the card game, in honor of my sleuth series. So those of you who are new, throughout the summer and fall, I was stitching a series of 6 embroideries just for myself of my favorite TV and literary sleuths. But if they're literary sleuths, they're like my favorite TV versions of them. So I'll just put up sort of like you will have been seeing a kind of pictures of them all right here. And everyone really seemed to like that series. So in honor of that, I got some Clue cards, but they're amazing. So we have the Crime. We have Mrs. Peacock. The Candlestick, because everyone knows that it was, who was it? Colonel Mustard in the library with the candlestick. The Ballroom, Colonel Mustard. The Knife. The Kitchen. Miss Scarlet. So Miss Scarlet, I don't think of as having blonde hair. Because in the movie Clue, she had dark hair, and it's the flames, like she was so angry she had flames. So funny. The Revolver, the Dining Room, Professor Plum, the Rope, the Study, that's the Study, Dr. Orchid, Another Knife, the Living Room, Mr. Green, Another Rope, and Another Dining Room. So these are going right into my Heaven and Earth design project because I have so many more colors that I have yet to buy. So thank you so much for this, Denise. I love them. I love them so much. And how clever to find like a card game and use the cards, and they're basically the perfect size. And what a beautiful scissors fob. I may use it as a zipper pull. I don't really use scissors fobs, but zipper pulls I love because they just make project bags even more joyful and exciting. You all are so kind and generous. I'm terrible about sending random presents to people. And I think that needs to be one of my, I don't do resolutions, but I think that needs to be one of my plans in the new year, is just like having kind of a list of my stitchy friends and like just sending out random parcels every once in a while. Because whenever I get a package, I save your address to send you something back, and then I never do. I just don't think about those things. I'm not good at like keeping in touch with people. I'm just not, if it's not kind of an organized thing, I just lose track of time. So I think that's going to be one of my goals for 2023 is to be better about sending people physical things, even if it's just a note, like a card, just to say that I'm thinking about you, because I think about you all the time. But time just gets away from me because it's amazing how much you can care about people who you've never met in person. The internet's such a weird thing. So anyway, thank you so much, Denise. Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. She has a YouTube channel and a delightful floss tube. If you are not following her, you should go and give her a follow. I'll link her down below. I'll link her floss tube down below. And also, I think she has an Etsy shop. And if so, I'll link that down below as well. All right. Tiny present number 11. I can't tell what it is. I like the days I can't tell what it is. I like surprises, and I like mystery boxes, mystery packages, mystery grab bags. I'm a sucker for a mystery grab bag. Because I like someone else making the decisions for me. And there are so few like joyful surprises in this world these days that getting a random something in a paper bag is the best. I love it. Ooh, it is a fancy stroopwafel. I love me a stroopwafel. So stroopwafel is a waffly cookie that's cut in half and filled with caramel. And this one is dipped in chocolate. That is lovely. Enjoy this decadent beverage with your favorite warm beverage. Oh, no. Enjoy this decadent cookie with your favorite warm beverage. Simply set the cookie on the rim of your favorite warm drink and let the steam soften the delicious caramel filling. Stroopwafels are good. Ooh, a snack. Now, I normally put them in the bag, the project bag, to save for later, but I'm taking that in the house so I can eat that for dessert. I'm excited. I do like a stroopwafel. Oh, and speaking of the bag that I'm saving for later, I had planned on filming, I had talked about filming a floss tube today, a separate floss tube today. I'm not going to. I think that I'm not going to film a regular floss tube until the end of the month, after Christmas, and I will do a monthly recap, and I'll show everything then, and it'll just be a really long episode that you can either hang out with me and do, or skip, and then in the new year I'll do a whip parade, because I have all sorts of new whips now. With this Experiment Advent, I have all sorts of new whips, which is fine, because they're all different projects. Speaking of Experiment Advent, if you're new here, I am drawing a project that I put into this jar every day. I'm working on that and then showing you the progress the next day. My last two have been busts. So the one I showed you yesterday was a bust, and the one the day before didn't happen because I wasn't feeling well. But basically, I have all sorts of crafty, stitchy things I want to do that I have not been giving myself time to do. So I wrote them on cards or pieces of paper, put them in this jar, and I am pulling one every day. And yesterday's was to take a black and white photo, put it on iron-on stuff on fabric, and stitch on it as per the video that my friend Aquila sent me on Instagram. Okay, so this is the picture that I chose. This is a picture I took about a year and a half ago when I was visiting my friends in Maine. And we went on a hike in the woods, and we got to this sort of marshy area, and there were these amazing mushrooms everywhere and pitcher plants, which I'd never seen in the wild before. And it was just such a magical place. And I was thinking like, oh, well, I'll do like a childhood picture of me, because all of the examples were people that they would like put flowers on their hair or like color in their purse or whatever. But I didn't want to do that. So instead I did a mushroom. I had so much fun with this project. It's the only thing I stitched on last night. I'm so excited about this project. I can't even tell you. I turned it into a tiny mushroom house. I turned it into a mushroom house. Oh my God, I love this so much. So let me get a little closer and kick the camera. I put little French knots in the textured bits. And this is kind of a light orange. I think it's like 921. This, or 922. This is medium at like DMC 920. So it's going to be mid-tone here. And then it's going to be darker down here. So like 918. I may have switched them around, but it's sort of light, medium, dark in the 918 to 922 range of DMC. I put a little door in. I don't know how well you can see it. There we go. Put a little door in with some steps and bushes. I started kind of, well, I put in some grasses, and then I'm like, oh, well, there's this big plant here. Why don't I outline that? And I love it. I do need another color green to do kind of more shading, but oh my God, I love this so much. It's just like, I mean, the reason why I took this picture is because I'm like, that's totally a little fairy house. And now it's a little fairy house. And I'm going to put, so this over here totally to me looks like a little like umbrella. So if I can, I'm going to put a little fairy or something sitting under the umbrella plant. This was so delightful. I can't even tell you. It's definitely pleathery feeling, right? It's pleathery feeling. It's not, I'm hoping that these lines go away with ironing because, you know, the hoop lines, but I'm just so delighted with my tiny little house. I love it. Anyway, so that's basically all I worked on yesterday. But this is such a fun and easy project because you're not doing like a full coverage piece. You're just accenting an already like a existing photograph. So I want to thank Aquila for sending me that video. It's something I never would have thought of before. And I want to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to try and make this because this made me so happy and it brought me so much joy. Like I was giddy. Like when I picked this picture and it printed out well and it transferred well, I was giddy. I was so excited. So that is my experiment advent from yesterday. I hope that today's is just as successful. And I will be working on it with pine needles today. I will be working with pine needles. That's my goal. I want to work on my basket and I got to do that weaving. I want to do that weaving and see if I like that kind of style of weaving with natural stuff. Ooh, okay. Landscape on burlap. So this is let me move. I feel like I'm very close. Ugh. This is inspired directly by, I cannot remember her YouTube name. I'll put it here. She was one of the inspirations for, I talked about her YouTube channel on like the first Flossmas, where she does sort of freehand art stitch something. I'm sorry. I'm so terrible with names. But she does sort of freehand embroidery on various materials, mixed media, very, I don't know, unstructured. And it's really nice. Like, I really like it. So one of the things she does is she stitches on burlap. And this I'll use yarn, basically, which is good because I have a lot of yarn. So I'll use yarn and possibly like yarn scraps. Like I'll get out my yarn scraps and from weaving and see what I have in there. And I have some burlap somewhere. I have burlap. And I think in the UK it's called Hessian. We call it burlap. If not, I have a even, hold on, let me go get it. If I can't find burlap, I have a 10 count even weave, which I think is just Aida. Oh no, it's an even weave. I have a 10 count even weave that has a similar feel. And so I'll use that. But I do think I'll be able to find my burlap, because I just need a smallish piece. So that shouldn't be difficult. So that's fun. We'll do that. That's very sort of fun and creative. And I think it'll be really nice. And I think what I'll just do is, you know, take a plastic needle, because it uses a plastic, you know, stitching needle like your first needle. It just uses a plastic needle like that, and yarn and burlap. So I can do that in my stitchy chair. I don't have to do it out here, which is nice. I wonder if I have some, well, no, I'll look for it later. I'll need to look for it with you. So that is my Experiment Advent for today, which I think will be really fun. Oh, and just so you know, this is a cotton linen blend called Essex Linen. It's one of my favorite things to stitch on. And I'm just honestly pulling colors from my Heaven and Earth design project. So I'll probably keep this in the same project bag with my Heaven and Earth design. And, you know, since I'll just use the same floss. I think the last thing I have is the giveaway. Oh, I do want to talk about my reading of Charles Dickens yesterday. So let's do our giveaway first. It's an odd day, which means that it's a tiny ornament day. And we'll pick it out of the thing. Ooh, sassy. This is a red and black one. So if you decorate in buffalo plaid, this one will work for you. So it's a black spool with some red and a red ribbon. If you're interested in winning this little spoolie ornament, please use the word thread in the comments down below. Please be 18 so I can legally get your address. Please be a subscriber. Please like the video. Don't say giveaway, free, etc. And I will ship anywhere in the world. But if it gets lost, it has no monetary value. I will not replace it. So that's for today. So use the word thread for this black and red spoolie ornament. And I'm glad that you all seem to like my ornaments. I didn't know about these. These were like kind of an experiment just so I could have something to fill out the tree at the craft fair that I didn't end up doing. But I didn't know if anyone would like them. So I'm glad that you all like them. So there you go. Oh, and don't mind my dyed fingers. Some of you have commented that you like my lipstick. Well, I've been trying out a new lip stain brand called Wonder Skin. I am in no way sponsored. And I'm obsessed. So I just bought two. I bought 3 more. This is one of the new ones, but it not only stains your lips, but it can also stain your hands if you're not careful. So I was not careful and I got a little lip stain, but that's okay. Anywho, black and red. Use thread down below. So we had fun yesterday morning into the afternoon, actually. Reading Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol at the local library. I have some pictures up here of some of my friends and me, and some people I didn't know are also read. And I didn't have, the last time I went up twice. So my second stint reading is not up there, but it was a really good time. It wasn't super well attended, but it was the first time we did it, and the person who runs it is a friend of mine, and she has ideas for how to make it bigger and better next year. So I think this was kind of a trial run, and it was really fun. And I won a copy of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol and his other Christmas stories, because my birthday is the closest to Christmas of everyone who is there. So I won a book. Now, I have a friend whose birthday is the 20th. So my birthday is the 28th of December. One of my friend's birthdays is the 27th, but she had to work and so wasn't there. Which was fun. That's really all I have to say about it. I mean, it wasn't, I'm excellent at reading, and I'm a pretty good reader out loud. So it was not scary at all, and it was fun, and there was hot chocolate and cookies, and it was just a really sweet kind of public library thing to do, and I was really happy to be a part of it. All right, I think that's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. And I don't have anywhere I have to be at 10. So I will hopefully get this edited and put up right away. So with all that being said, please take good care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye.